Good morning. It is Friday, so time for our weekly update on the site. Coming in, seeing some wood off of the trailer. The wood is going to be creating scaffolding because we're going to start with the masonry, the bricks, as soon as next week. Thank you. So they're loading this right now, and that's new. That's already our transformer. So we got electricity, and you can see the pile of bricks waiting for next week. See a mock-up wall right over there, and you have the mortar on site. Most of the changes this week are not so easy to spot. A lot more ductwork here on the main level, a lot more plumbing connections. Beginning to do some framing inside. I think by next week we'll see more framing on this main level. Let's go check out downstairs. Hey, this is the first time I'm standing here right where the stairs are going to come down and take people to the education wing. A lot more framing downstairs. These are two large classrooms, also going to be our Shabbat playroom area. Standing here, this entire space is going to be a cafe-like multi-purpose room. Seeing the beginning of a seating lounge, another classroom over here, and 3 classrooms all along this side. We're finishing a book of the Torah this week, the 3rd book, the book of Vayikra. It has in it so many of the mitzvot. If someone were to ask the question, which of the 613 commandments was the hardest to keep? Which are the most challenging to observe? Now, certainly there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It would be a subjective choice. Each one of us is challenged in different areas. And in fact, in mysticism, it says if there's a particular mitzvah that comes hard to you, that might just be an indication that is particularly important to your soul's mission. But having said all that, by an objective standard, was there one that perhaps everyone would agree was one of the hardest? And the answer is yes, and it's in this week's Parsha. The Parsha discusses Shemitah, the sabbatical year, and that is observed up until today, that every 7 years, the farmers in Israel take a complete pause from planting and plowing. And while it's challenging today, it was that much harder in agrarian times when you couldn't import food from another country, you couldn't become day traders or find an online business to do during this 1 year of Shemitah, but your livelihood, your sustenance, the food on your table was so tied up to the ability to plant. And here Hashem tells you to take an entire year off growing. And Hashem says, I know it's going to be difficult. I know you're going to say, what are we supposed to eat during this year? And the Parsha tells us those powerful words where God answers, don't worry. I promise you, I will not leave you hungry. I promise you that if you have the faith, you have the trust to believe that I am the provider, I will provide for you. And you will see how the produce that you have the year before will yield something much more than you could even imagine. And indeed, throughout history, there were countless stories of Shemitah and the blessings and miracles that flowed from it. Most of us are not farmers and we're not living in Israel right now, but this message of Shemitah is such a powerful one. Each one of us have times in our life where we have to take a leap of faith. We have to feel that God is going to take care of us. We have to have a vision and imagine us being in the cradle of God. God telling us, don't worry, I have your back. I imagine each of us could pinpoint to a time in our life where we had to take that leap of faith. Maybe it was before we got married. Maybe it was when we bought that house. But it was a time where we did not necessarily have all the answers, but we felt, I'm doing the right thing. God, I'm trusting you. I'm going to take that leap of faith. You have my back. And I know personally, as a community leader, as a rabbi, that happened so strongly in this building that I'm standing in right now. Year after year, the price kept on growing. And it was 1 year ago where we made that decision. We're going to sign this construction loan. We are moving forward. It was too important to wait. We looked and had a vision for the way the community is going to look. Seeing the families move into town, seeing the needs of all the people around us that was not being met. We are going to fill that need. We're going to take that step. It was indeed a Shemitah moment where we feel we're going to do everything in our power, and we believe that the community is going to respond in kind, that Hashem is going to send us those angels, those providers, those donors, those believers, those investors that are going to feel as strongly about this project as we do. The people who will have the vision to see what this place can be in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, in 50 years, and say, I want part of this. And so during this Parsha of Behar, Bechukosai, the Parsha of trust in God, I invite you to be part of this trust. That please God, one day you'll be able to be standing at a holiday during a simcha in this building and proudly say, I helped bring this vision to life. I pledged, I donated, I stretched to make this possible. And please God, just like in the Torah where Hashem promises, you keep Shemitah, you have that trust, you will see the blessings flow back. God willing, you too will see in your own life how when you stretch for this mitzvah, the brachas will flow many times over. Have a wonderful Shabbos.